Surprise, surprise, your girl is back on the grind. Losing sleep for the paper, designer bags on my eyes. See me in the newspaper, they see that I'm on the rise. And if you see me in the whip, I bet I'm bumping.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm tkeyah. So this is going to be my updated natural brow routine. As you can see, I have very gappy, sparse, fine, sad brows. But if you want to see me transform from this to this, just keep watching. This is my natural brow routine, no concealer needed, and you don't have to walk out of the house looking like you Sharpied in your brows. So let's get into it. As you can see, I have sparse brows. There are some gappy spots. This is actually really cool because this is the last time that I'm going to be doing my eyebrows for over a year, or doing them in this way, and I wanted to make this tutorial. The reason why this is the last time that I am filling in my eyebrows is because I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I have wanted to do this for like 2 years. This is the last time you're gonna see my naked alien bare brows. This is the last time. Let's just do this. Let's do this. All right, so I'm going to start by taking just a little brush. This is on the end of a NYX eyebrow pencil. This was actually something that I used in the past and it just was not my color. So I'm just using the brush on the end to brush my eyebrows into place, or what little eyebrows I do have. So after I've brushed my brows into place, I'm taking the Sephora crayon. It's a retractable brow pencil and it is waterproof. The color that I use is midnight brown. It's a cooler brown. Warm browns do not work for me. My hair is like damn near black. So if I do a warm brown, it looks way too off. This is my favorite like brow liner. So yeah, I'm just gonna line my brows. It's really important to have a light hand during this step and pretty much during the whole process. So I line my brows with very light strokes, and they're smaller strokes so that I don't mess up. And just in case I do, I can easily wipe it off with my finger. The top is like the trickier, more important part. Well, actually, I think the bottom is extremely important to get that natural look, but the top is kind of tricky. You don't want it to be crazy. And like I said, I don't have much hair up here, and I like for my brows to like be all in this area, and there's literally no hair. So I have to lightly line up there. If you're not used to doing your brows in this way, it's a lot easier if you clean up any straggly hairs around the shape of your brow with an eyebrow shaver before you line them. So that's what it's looking like. Just when you're at this step, you can see like the full shape of the brow, and you can kind of get a gist for the shape that you want, if this was gonna work, if it was too thick, if it was too thin. But this is pretty solid for me. So I do one side and then I just move on to the other. So like I said, this is my favorite brow liner, and one of the main reasons is because it is waterproof. So I find that my brows last a lot longer throughout the day, throughout any sweat, and you know it is summertime. It also lasts if you're going swimming. So honey, your brows will not just be dripping off your face once you come out of that water. So definitely look into getting a waterproof brow liner. And this Sephora brand in particular has a ton of colors, so you won't have to, you know, worry about not finding your color. So now that we're here, both brows are fully lined, and you know, they do say that brows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. But I mean, I would say they're twins. I don't like a boxy look. None of this is okay with me. So all I do is take my fingers and I just like pat on top of the lines to make them fade a little bit so they're not as harsh. And now the next thing that I do is I take an angled brush. So yeah, I've had this brush for a minute. This is also from Sephora. And with the angled brush, I'm going to be using the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. And it is a duo colored little palette. It's got a lighter brown and then an ashier brown. And the product that I used to use for so long is the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the color Ebony, I believe. I think Ebony was my color. And just like I said with lining your brows, I kind of like tap. I'm still kind of swiping, but I'm tapping mostly just to get the pigment onto those like gappy, sparse areas. And I also found that that's how it looks a lot more natural when you just like tap the pigment in. Whenever I swipe over the sparse little gappy areas, the powder doesn't stick to the skin. It latches onto hair, so that's why I tap it in so it can kind of latch on to the hair around it. And then it makes the sparse areas look like they're actually full. Whenever I bring the angled brush into the front, I am so light-handed. It is not even a joke. I'm just light-handed and I just pat / stroke. And I really get this area to look like there's some type of pigment. This takes me between 5 and 7 minutes. Obviously the video is gonna be longer because I'm explaining it, but this goes really quickly for me. But when I started out, I feel like this probably took maybe definitely 10 or more minutes for sure. I don't know if you guys, like, it's coming across on the camera, but there still are like some gappy, sparse areas. And I don't like to cover all of those up because then that's when it starts to look very like put together and just like too done up. So I'm pretty much done with this brow. If I want them to be a little bit more done up, or if I want them to last longer throughout the day, then I can go on with the darker pigment on the end. And I'm gonna do that for the sake of this video. In the beginning of the brow, I just take my pinky, and as you can see that right there, I just tap. And once I've tapped like 3 times, then I just move on to another finger, and I just make sure to blend that front area out by tapping, a little bit of swiping with my finger, and voila, that is the brow. I don't need concealer or anything for under the brow because it's just so crisp and so clean, which is why I line my brows. It saves me so much time. So that's that one, and I'm going to finish up my second one and come back. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it. Give the video a huge thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed watching how I slay this natural brow look. I went from this bald mess to just this natural, beautiful, filled in full look. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, of course, and I will see you guys in my next video on Sunday.
I'm switchblading, I'm cutting through these haters. I'm stunting, I'm sauteing, I don't know what y'all saying.